Alright, I guess I have to leave here sometime. I'm gonna make coffee and I guess head back up, well definitely, I gotta head back up to Burgaw, taking a blueberry farm tour and check out the festival, and then I have hike number 31 to do. And then I'm headed to Carolina Beach State Park. It's gonna be a long day. Oh, forgot to do an intro. I'm at Lake Waccamaw State Park. Waccamaw. Got in yesterday and bugs. Somebody was set up on my preserved site, so then I had to go deal with that. And there was a thunderstorm coming in. Ow! Yellow flies. There's bugs out here, I'll tell you that. But I just needed a quick place to stay. This was like $12 a night. It's a really beautiful park. I have a long drive in to get to the campsites, and they are primitive sites. I'll show you the campsite in a minute. I think it'd be pretty hot to be walking these trails right now. I'd rather do that in the fall, I think. But I'm gonna have coffee and head back up to Burgaw. I went to the festival briefly yesterday, and it was there was a lot of people there, and the food vendors, some of them are kind of packing up. The beer garden area where you can buy beers, tickets to get into that, or that was already over. So it was like after 5:30. So I just walked around a little bit, smelled the fair food, and drove back here and had a mountain house meal in the woods. But it was cheap. But I'm headed back there today, and hopefully they'll still have the same food trucks and whatnot, because I did want to get something. Funnel cake, chicken on a stick, I don't know, something. And then I got to do the blueberry farm tour, and then I have to there's like a 2.5 mile hike around downtown Burgaw for the 40 hike challenge. So I guess I'll do that after the farm tour thing and lunch. I don't know, we'll figure it out. The primitive campground, the parking area is, I don't know, maybe 100 yards that way to site number 1. There's also I think sites 2 through 5 over that way. This place is huge. Biggest state park campsite I've ever stayed at. I think this is a little bed toilet. It's probably kind of scary in there. So anyway, my GoPro battery died. Again, very large site. I see some spots where you could certainly do some hammocks. Plenty of room for tents. There's that picnic table with all my junk on it, lantern hanger. There's a actual grill here, and 2 trash cans, another picnic table. It's supposed to be just one fire ring, but somebody's taken the top off of it and moved the grill part over here. Little table thing here, I guess you could use for prepping food or whatever. Somebody tried to burn that. And then all the way back here, this is where I had set my tent up, all the way in the back. So yeah, this is a huge site. It's just me. But it is time for me to get packed up and move on. It says you can find Venus flytraps, pitcher plants, sundews, lavender bladderwort, blue flower bladderwort, or butterwort. Unfortunately, I don't have time to walk around all the trails here. Like I said, this is I'm having a heat wave. So I don't really feel like it today. I am headed to the Blueberry Festival in Burgaw, about an hour away. But definitely 2 thumbs up. Lake Waccamaw State Park Campground. I've made it to Burgaw. Getting ready to do the blueberry farm tour thing. Just waiting on the bus to get here. Indigo. The blueberry farm tours are, I think, done by the NC Cooperative Extension, Agricultural Extension Office. Nice gardens they got there.
So the basic varieties of blueberries you see here is Cabot, Pioneer, Rancocas, Concord, and Rubel.
The blueberries, and these are the rabbit eye type on the right. They're just starting to ripen. The other main type is high bush, and those start ripening in the first week of May. Coming out. We see some up here with more ripe ones on them.
First of all, sequencing, knowing the sequences of all the chromosomes, and then also preparing.
Our labor, pick fruit and sell fruit, right? And use that money, the revenue from selling it to pay for my labor and pay for my labor. And it wouldn't offset you.
Wow.
We do that all the time.
Found a good plant. They need to save this one right here. This entire farm is a research farm, so they don't grow them for commercial use or sell them or anything.
Those taste bluer, and these taste berrier.
All right, I'm gonna have to take extra insulin for this tour. I gotta stop eating blueberries. I'll be blueberried out by the time we get to this festival.
Vibrating up and down, and as the tractor would start to move, they would slow the steam kind of tractor moving. Really slow, so the fingers go into the bush, shake it, and you go by and come back out, right? It's just kind of, as you're going down the road, so you want to shake the Bluetooth off, but not the Bluetooth, right? That's the idea. And so you just go slowly down the road, move on the bottom of this like little retractable plate that opens and closes going around the bush, face the bush, very small groove, hopefully land on those plates, plates are sloped like this, and so they run down to the conveyor belt, and the conveyor belt brings them back to the road. And then the road, if somebody's riding along, as the two lugs get full, they'll just pull it over, and another lug will start to fill up, and then they'll be toting these lugs to the next stop, which is where we're going to go next. They just fill them up one after the other. It certainly will pick. There'll be stems and leaves and green ones, and there'll be good ones and bad ones in. And but that's kind of the general idea of how a mechanical harvester works. This one obviously pulled by a tractor. They make some that are simple builds that have their own engine, on an operator, on top. I think that's what the bulk of the bigger growers do, a little more different. Not as long as turn rail, that kind of stuff. But this is ridiculous of what you might see on a larger farm that doesn't. Separates out the light stuff, like leaves and sticks. Gonna blow it up, blow the light stuff out, and blueberries keep going on. Alright? The next machine is a soft sorter. So as the blueberry comes across, if you look on the inside through these doors, you see these blue keys, little pedals. When the blueberry lands on that blue pedal and bounces, the machine can sense how well it bounces like a basketball. A basketball's firm and pumped up, it bounces really good. If the basketball's got a flat spot in it, or it's not pumped up tight, it doesn't bounce back as high. So as that berry bounces off of that blue key, this machine can determine if it's firm or not. If it's not firm, it blows a jet of air. You hear that little air, blows it out, the bad berry goes here, the good ones keep going. The next machine has got a bank of cameras. A bank of cameras at the top, a bank of cameras at the bottom. So as the berry flies through the air, it's taking pictures. If it's red, or green, or not the right color, same thing, blows it out, the bad berries go here, and the good ones keep going. So you hear that that's that air compressor firing, blowing out the bad. Now, hopefully all good ones come through, but there's certainly going to be some that slip through, so this would be where you can hand pull them out, right? Now, items are just going to fall into buckets, but if you're in a commercial facility, they be going into a clamshell filling them up in time. 5 pounds, however they were selling them at the grocery store. So,
Fresh off the machine.
There might be some of that in Burgaw when you get back.
There is a shuttle that goes from that parking lot to the festival. So when we get back there, if you want to go to the festival, just jump on one of the other buses and reach Blueberry Festival downtown.
I just got back from the blueberry farm tour, the research farm tour, and that was excellent. We got shuttle buses that are going to take people over to the festival. I got to put some stuff in my car first, so I'll come back and catch you later. I won 2 prizes on the way back. One for being the last to register for the tour, and one for driving the place. So, 2 jars of blueberry jelly. Awesome. Alright, I'm at the festival. Shuttle bus dropped me off over here, Burgaw Presbyterian Church, in case I forget. For a minute. We got Mr. T starter kits over there. Guys, I'm in my tent. Wow. This place, I would say, is quite a bit bigger than the Southport 4th of July Festival as far as the vendors. It's huge. This is just one side. I made it through part of the craft area, the vendors. Gotta find some food. I think I'm on the food street. They may be sold out of crab cake sandwiches. Tacos. Chicken on a stick line is long. Almost there. Oh, that was mine. About festival out now. I'm gonna make it to the hike. Gotta get to the museum. Alright guys, I'm finally at the beginning of the hike. This is number 31, the Burgaw Greenway loop. This is about 2.7 miles, mostly on the sidewalks, and this is during the North Carolina Blueberry Festival, which is much bigger than I imagined. This is going to be interesting, but it's finally starting to cool off some. It's been over 90. It's been hot. It's been hotter than the devil's biscuits today. But help me fly. We're gonna get started. That is North Dublin Street. I think the MST comes in that way if you're walking the whole trail. The hike begins Going up Dudley, and then we're going to take a right on North Dickerson. This is also the Osgood Canal Trail and the Mountains to Sea Trail. It looks like it's going to take us straight in through the festival. I imagine when this festival begins, the people of Burgaw have to deal with a massive influx of crowds. Crossing over Wilmington Street, 0.2 miles. It's the old railroad depot. They got a train show going. Okay, getting out of the festival area. Hey, Burgaw train depot was pretty awesome. Leave a comment if you've ever had a beer at the Burgaw train depot. That was pretty cool. Didn't want to leave. Still got a couple miles to go. Somebody's got a nice garden. Getting kind of tired. Passing by Burgaw Middle School. Brick. The directions say just past the middle school, the sidewalk will turn to asphalt, and then we'll take a sharp turn to the left onto Industrial Drive. Festival is back that way. Have to kind of watch music played in the background at the festival. I don't want to get hit by YouTube with a copyright strike. Here's the sharp left, still on Osgood Canal Trail. This looks like the beginning of the actual Greenway. It's like a bike rack with some tools. That's cool. Downtown area is that way. I can still hear the music. We're passing by the playground. No mention of the Mountains to Sea Trail yet. There's restrooms and water available up there. Just passed by a guy with a machete and two kids. You can only assume he's doing trail maintenance. Still on this path through the woods. There's some bamboo to my left and magnolia. Southern magnolia. Is there a northern magnolia? I don't know. Crossing over, I think this is Hayes Street. There's no sign, just like it says in the book. It's a muscadine grape demonstration planted May 23rd, 2016. The music is getting louder, so getting closer back to the festival area. This is Johnson Park. Dedicated in loving memory of Robert Grady Johnson and Louise White Johnson by their children. Better stop and check my directions. Okay, it says take a right onto South Walker. Child support enforcement. Uh-oh. We've got that blocked off up there to the festival. .4 miles. Taking a left. Nice magnolias. Beautiful home there. Like the trees in the yard. Headed back to Festival Land. Might be taking a turn before we get into it. I'm not sure. Oh, 1.6. Crossing Fremont Street. And we're going to take a right. Public library over there. Free Wi-Fi. This far out, still people are parking for the festival. Getting back onto a greenway. Free library. Leaving Carolina. Hey, we'll try it. Got these little story signs along the way. Leaving the forest. Yes, by all means, please clean up after your dog. And also, please don't leave the bag on the side of the trail. Crossing over Wilmington Street. Would you hit me? and still on the Osgood Canal Trail. Usually prefer actual trails over greenways, but this one is nice. Just came from that way. Oh, I guess we've been reading the story backwards. Hector Fox and the Giant Quest by Astrid Shekels. Sorry, Astrid. A little office joke there. 2 miles in, crossing NC 53 and Highway 117. So the Mountains of Sea Trail continues on down that way, NC Highway 53. But this hike, we're just going to continue on the Greenway and complete the loop. Those little painted rocks. That's the idea, is you're supposed to pick these up and move them somewhere else. So that's what we'll do. There's the town of Burgaw, pump station number 1, surrounded by reservoir and a cemetery. I guess we're still following this trail. We should end up back at the museum. Better check my guide, make sure I'm going the right way. So yeah, that's Hankins Memorial Park down that way, and we're continuing on East Wallace. Passing by C.F. Pope Elementary School, and the historical sign says C.F. Pope High School. I guess this used to be a segregated high school. Crossing over Wright Street. Miracle Temple Deliverance Ministries, where miracles happen. Oh, they're still on them face masks. We cross over Dickerson Street and take a left onto Dudley. Left on Dudley. I believe this will get us back to the museum. Looks like the festival's starting to wind down. And we're back at the museum. That was a good hike. Assuming you can't make it for the Blueberry Festival, you might watch for the hours of the museum. It's probably cool to check out. It is closed right now. Today is Saturday. My car is back over there where the shuttle dropped me off for the festival, so I still got a little ways to go. Not sure what that is, but it smells wonderful. I'm back in festival land. I wonder if they still got any of them barbecue sandwiches for $5. Barbecue sandwich and a drink. Festival is still kicking over there. There's a tour garden. I still got to get to Carolina Beach State Park, so I'm not going in there. It's tempting, but it's a lot cheaper to get some beers on the way. There's no beers allowed in the state park. Well, the shuttle was either canceled or it's taking its time getting there, so it's only a half mile from where they dropped me off to where they picked me up. I'm just going to walk it. And this is actually the same trail that I was just on. That's Johnson Park, I think. It smells nice out here. And there we are. Woo.